Good morning. Give me a sec to find the feed. I always kind of wake up the same, assessing the energy. I kind of wake up, assess the energy, and try to plan my day out. So I'm just kind of finishing my assess the energy stage so I have a good energy report on what is going on energetically right now. My phone's freezing. Oh, I'm gonna put it in the weed chat too. If I can find it. My phone's like freezing already. It's a great start. Good morning. My phone's stuck. Thanks, Facebook. I'm gonna talk about the energy and kind of talk about what's going on energetically today. I've been downloading lots of really good stuff. I'm waiting for my phone to load. Brittany put, I'm trying to wait till a couple people get on here. Brittany put a post on the wall too if people were looking for organic medicinal products like, you know, the flowers and stuff like that. So Brittany did put a post up. I was just going to say it in a 420 video that if you guys need healing products like the flowers or whatever, you guys can find Brittany. You know, Brittany, the one teaching the class with me. Everyone should know her by now, right? The one who does feeds. Go find Brittany if you're looking for, you know, flowers. Hi, Sherry. Good. I'm going to start stalking you. I'm like, do we need specific dates for our trip? You know, I'm going to just get my ticket anyways last minute. And, oh yeah, room. We probably need a room. So I'll start hitting panic mode about London right about now. Anytime, right? Like, hey, what do I need to do? Do we need like a room? What do we want to do, right? So, you know what? I had to think. I'm putting videos up. We started this Awakening to Ascension class. I'm going to go ahead and do my first live in that class space tomorrow. I was going to fit it in today, but I have a really crazy day work-wise. So I'm going to do a chakra video also tomorrow. It's something I'm very into because it really matches my skill set and my abilities, the chakras. So I'm posting videos that I did about a year ago. It would have been like probably right on a year ago. Maybe a year and a month or two ago. And it's like, first off, I was learning how to do videos. So I was like Brittany with the notes and kind of learning how to do videos and nervous, right? You're really nervous when you start doing videos usually. You can feel everything. You have to get used to the energy doing feeds. So I was like, I've been in teacher training for a while, video training. And so clearly now when I do videos, I'm more comfortable on camera and can talk a little bit better too. So I'm posting these videos and it's amazing to me the progress I've been through this year. I was someone who had probably every chakra messed up going through the matrix at one point or another. So I had a lot of family trauma when I was a kid that left me very, I guess you could say ungrounded, not secure. I didn't have a good secure foundation I was building on. I'll just put it that way. Lots of root chakra issues. I would be the type as a little kid that if you left me somewhere, I would probably have a fucking full-on anxiety attack. Like I had some serious fear of abandonment issues as a kid that I would like be scared I would get left somewhere probably. like crazy fear, like a lot of fear. Like I got raised in a lot of fear too, right? So it really unlimited me to travel and do this journeying because it really got rid of and purged out any of that fear I had left doing this mission, going across the country, going across the world. My husband is concerned about us going to London, he said. We do know that it's like Illuminati Central, right? Programming. They tend to have a lot of crazy stuff. They're always on my Facebook feed with like, you know, the protests and crazy stuff happening there. I was like, do I need to remind you that I'm the girl that went all the way across the globe by myself with no plan whatsoever? That's the other thing. With no plan whatsoever doing any of this. If you know me, I'm not into planning. So, you know, I've really unlimited myself a lot with fear. Now I understand, you know, like I understood on this whole journey that I had to be really careful with my thoughts, and that I could self-sabotage myself just by thinking I couldn't do something, or something wouldn't come together for me, or whatever. I have seen so many miracles this year. We're getting ready to see some right now. We're seeing them already with our class and what we're doing, so I can go do this London trip, right? You wouldn't believe how many like straight miracles I've seen this year. I always say that I'm usually in over my head with my mission, right? And you wouldn't believe how many miracles I needed personally to continue going on with my mission. So it's no different now. We have this energy right now. Now, this is the most important month of the year. This energy that is all around us right now, it is the thoughts that you're putting out right now are going to shape your entire year and your lessons right now, this month, right now. Whatever frequency you're on, whatever thoughts you're putting out, whatever, you know, dreams you're putting out, hopes, inspirations. It's really, really an important month energetically. Right now, we're in like an aftershock. Think of it like an earthquake, right? And they would have, I guess, aftershocks. We're in an energetic aftershock. The eclipse effects can last for like 3 months, okay? So they always come in pairs. We're in the middle of 2 eclipses right now. A lot of people are probably feeling either like you can flow real crazy or you can't move. Ascension symptoms all over the board with how this energy is affecting you. Pay attention to how you're handling the space storms. They tell you a lot about the healing work that you either still have to do, where you're at with your ascension, right? How your body's handling it. This energy is moving up in frequency. There's things happening on this planet that I can't even wake people up to on any given day. Like, do you guys think something is going on here energetically? Do you think maybe something is happening here? I'm always trying to reach people on energetic levels and say, hey, you think something's going on here? Like, look up. Any given moment. Do you think things are happening here? So there's a lot happening energetically. These eclipses force an energetic reset, but they are also clearing a lot energetically and moving us into higher frequencies. Your vibration and the ideas and thoughts and manifestations you're putting out this month are going to set your lessons or your fate for the rest of the year. So it is very important that we're focused not on the things we don't want, our fears, but focus on the things we're creating, we're manifesting. For me, I'm just putting out the usual, lots of vibes to travel, go explore, right? Go explore different areas, to travel, right? Just putting out good vibrations. I've been putting out a lot of vibrations for students for our new class and Reiki, and you know, I'm just over here kind of putting out good vibes about everything. Stay really focused right now. Now, sun and moon energy are very different. We just saw a partial solar eclipse, and I think people were feeling that energy on some level. Can we get like a hand raise? Who was feeling the solar eclipse energy? Well, the lunar eclipse is going to be much more powerful. It's also going to be a total lunar eclipse, which won't happen again for a couple more years. So people might be feeling purge symptoms as, you know, the rotation of the moon is shifting and changing and coming closer to the planet. People might be feeling heavy stuff come up, you know, releasing old traumas, things blocking you from love mainly. These are our obstacles, whatever's blocking us from getting into our dream reality, which would be all love and light, hopefully, right? Okay, I see people are dealing with a lot of heavy stuff. I saw someone put a post this morning that got flagged for an admin. I was the only one awake, unfortunately. That there was a post on Francisco's group wall about, you know, this guy was talking about suicide and archons and all this dark stuff, right? If you want to talk about dark things, they will manifest into your reality. It's very important that our words are reflecting the higher aspects of ourself, and that we're talking about, you know, good things, positive things. We're supposed to seed this plant with love and light. It has enough fear and enough negative being seeded around. We're supposed to be, you know, bringing that divine love to this planet in whatever regard. Be careful with your words. They're shaping more than your reality. They're helping shape the collective on every level. Any thoughts, words we're putting out. So we need to be very careful this month with what kind of thoughts we're putting out into that ether or continuum. a vortex. I think every light worker, you can't convince me otherwise, that every person watching me right now, every light worker is in some type of area where you're needed. It doesn't matter if you're going to the grocery store, going to Prison Planet, going about your daily life. You are impacting people on energetic levels. You're going to be placed in an area where there is energy that you can draw upon, areas of that consciousness grid that you can access easily. Like on whatever level. I've always noticed that about that with me too. A lot of people aren't liking where they're living around here. It's okay, we get glimpses of what's coming. Sometimes people feel that way about their Prison Planet jobs and there's no way they can quit their job right now. It is your soul giving you glimpses of where you're headed and where you're going to end up as a soul a lot of the time. Sometimes people feel that way about love, like they just are longing for love or something in their life because your soul knows what's coming on every level. So we're seeing that with a lot of people. If you don't like your situation, we had to put in the inner work. There's a lot. Every week I'm telling you guys what's going on with the energy, what you guys could be doing to use it for your ascension. But if you're not willing to do the inner work, you'll notice your world isn't going to change much. That we had to put the effort in. We had to do this detoxing and inner work and let it go of our past. Like if we could just every day have a blank slate, it's a new day, create something new and stop looking back, I think it would kind of get rid of a lot of this need for healing around here too. Good morning. So it doesn't matter how much I tell you about the energy. If you're not putting the effort into yourself, you're not going to see much of your world changing. This is about really, waking up, realizing that we were creating everything we didn't like unconsciously, becoming conscious and consciously taking control of your reality and changing it and making it better in whatever way. So for me, I just keep doing a lot of inner work. Like it's just what I do. I'm just programmed to know what we're going through with this ascension and I'm doing this work, right? So for me, if I was vibing too high, maybe I would have to move. Maybe the universe will move you. If you get so high vibe, you can just vibrate out of whatever situation you're in, wherever you're living. If you don't like it, incentive to work harder because, your vibration is always going to be a match to everyone and everything around you. So we can change our frequency. We can bring it up. This is about us, writing our own future for once and landing on those timelines that are in alignment with our higher self. That goes with the theme right now because we have the sun moving between Pluto and Saturn, okay? So Saturn is a teacher. I don't like Saturn energy personally. I don't like Saturn energy, but hey, it's a little too low frequency for me. But it is a teacher. It comes with a lot of knowledge. There's nothing better the universe likes than playing school. Alright, we're in Earth School. This is Earth School. What do you do when you're a little kid? You go play school, right? You go to school. You get indoctrinated, you go to school, you play school some more. I remember when I was a little kid and we would make up games, like playing, right? Imaginary kind of games. And we were always making up games. I told you guys I would play Mermaid a lot, but I was always playing school too, right? Little kids play school. It's like one of the things early little kids learn how to do, right? They're going to play school. I know Nicola's kid does it. So these kids are tuned in to know, right? So the universe loves to play school. I look at it like me and Brittany are playing school now, and you wouldn't imagine how much the universe aligned for that. Like, so fast. It's so aligned with it. Healing, teaching, playing school, things like that. So your higher self would be someone that came to this planet. Yourself outside of time would be someone who came to this planet to teach and to heal and to make the world a better place in whatever way. So the universe is really aligned with this. We see a huge theme where a lot of the students are becoming teachers around us. People are feeling maybe a pull to teach Ascension 101, Chakra 101, stuff like this to help humanity in some way. Hey Brittany. Brittany killed her live. I watched almost half of it probably. She was doing such a good job. I was so happy and proud of her because I'm focusing where you'll be in a year with it when you get comfortable on camera. Now I just don't even care. Another day at the office, right? But I would really take it personally when people would call me an Illuminati whore and the Antichrist on my video. I'd probably freak out too. Like deer in headlights, not know what to do while I'm live, right? Now I'm just like, oh, whatever. So I can't wait to see where you're going to be in like a year of, channeling and getting comfortable on camera doing this. It's just so amazing to me. A lot of times we see potential in people, and a lot of the bad relationships around us, because we're going to keep talking relationships till people get it. A lot of the bad relationships will be falling in love with people's potential when they're not willing to do anything to change, right? We could see potential in people. There'll be a lot of past mistakes. Start to see people how they are. Start to love people how they are too. When I talk about her potential, I think she's awesome as is, right? But a lot of people do that with relationships. They're like, oh my god, if this person would just do this, this, and this, they could just be amazing, right? And these people, a lot of the times, are not willing to change. Learn around people who are willing to change. The thing with lessons too is that when you get what you need off of someone knowledge-wise, like this goes for any of your lessons you've ever had, you tend to outgrow your lesson and move forward. So a lot of people get stuck on lessons they don't like, and maybe even get a repeat of those lessons with other people. So we're meant to kind of collide with different aspects of ourselves, exchange information, knowledge, healing, and things like that. And hopefully people are really starting to clear space in their lives, like getting rid of the old relationships, old things. This is about, again, a cycle of rebirth and death right now. And we're trying to release the old to kind of step into the new of who we are. Hey, Lizette. Good. Mari's going to be a moderator. Good. Start doing Ascension Bootcamp. I've been living Ascension Bootcamp for the past year, at least. Since last February. I've been living Ascension Bootcamp, which is clearly amazing for us. So that's awesome. I was telling Brittany that when we come together, the Awakened, when we come together and we do things, projects together, it will work so much better when you put your energy together with someone. That's why we're loving this class space. Me and Brittany and our mods can put our energy together, and it's always amazing when we do so, when we come together for these little groups and spaces. Yes, more school within school, please. The universe is really aligned with it. It really is. So, we have to align our will with what the universe expects of you. Thank God I'm real tuned in, though. And I just kind of get led around on my mission every day. I'm very tuned into the universe, right? So, I know what the universe expects of me. I'm kind of doing my mission and doing what I should be. So, that, you know, we had to align our will with what divine will is and what the universe expects of us, too. I think that's where the disconnect is. People just get really cut off from their higher self source, and then they're not able to communicate with what the universe wants of them. You know how it is. I gotta say something else too. So my husband shows me or tells me about some kind of celebrity that died. I just forget who. And they clearly died from being on heroin and benzodiazepines. And I was talking about telling him that if people are going to engage in low frequency type of experiences such as drugs, toxic behaviors, things that you previously could, you know, in the third dimension, that as the frequencies are going up on the planet, that it could kill you. It could really kill you to do drugs at this point, because it's going to lower your frequency so bad, and we have this high vibrational energy hitting us. It could really kill you fast to be engaging in those same kind of things, you know, that we probably all went through on those low frequencies, only because the energy on the planet is changing. If anyone, I'm blaming the doctors for these situations. This guy on heroin or not clearly got a prescription for that benzodiazepine. It wasn't the heroin that killed him, it was the benzodiazepine, actually. It's a toxic mix, but it's not the heroin killing people, it's the pills. So if anyone, I'm blaming the doctors, because I was explaining that in America they have a system where you can go pay a doctor and they will give you a prescription, and they have a lot of problems with, you know, the way these prescriptions are being prescribed to people, and these things are becoming deadly more and more. You're seeing that last year, and we were at a much lower frequency. If you look at the death statistics from people on drugs, they're going up steadily. It's real crazy. So this kind of stuff is going to become such a vibrational mismatch with these higher vibrations that you might get recycled. It's really important that we're changing and getting away from that toxic kind of behavior, because it's becoming deadly to us doing this ascension. I know, I love this group. It's my favorite place. I'm just gonna sit here and smoke another joint. Right? I'm gonna. It's my coffee break. I'm getting ready for work, right? And then I'll go do my feed and my work. But I like this space a lot. I'm going live tomorrow in the Awakening group. I might just smoke in there too, just to warn people. I don't want any judgments. It saves time. I'm real into managing my time good, so I can take my break fit in a video. And now I'm able to get in actually another video every day, this video right here. So it's really good with my time management going on. Yes, things that are numbing people, and it's just so normal too. Like, I had someone tell me that that I heal all the time, that someone said her husband had some kind of personality disorder, the narcissist, right? Some kind of personality disorder or something, some kind of psychiatric labels. And I was like, listen, I know people are big on trying to slap psychological labels on spiritual issues around here. So it's so mind-blowing too that if you were ever to see a doctor in America and say that you actually had visual abilities, like you could see things, they would just be like, you're schizophrenic, you're crazy. And so, you know, there's a danger in the abilities that we're coming to this planet with being diagnosed as mental illnesses around here. Like I'm always saying, they really stepped up their diagnosing for the indigo wave that hit this planet on every level. So I always consider people that see visual experiences or remote view as really gifted, you know, people. And if you were to see a doctor, they would be like, you're schizophrenic, here's some drugs, blah, blah, blah. I always say that. I said that to one of my siblings. She was talking to me about some kind of genetic bullshit for her kid. I said, you need to keep your kids away from the doctors. That's what you need to do. You need to keep your kids away from the doctors. That's your job as a parent right now. It really is. So it's really a messed up world, but like I said, we're healers, so just the concept of us going to a doctor outside of ourselves for some type of, you know, chemical compound is mind-blowing to the universe on some level. So we're supposed to learn how to be healers here. If we didn't have, you know, this learning facility, we wouldn't be, you know, getting shaped into these roles though. I'm reading these comments. We always have infinite inner work to do. I just think, I look at it like infinite with this ascension and what we're doing. So this energy is powerful, but we had to use it. We had to put the effort into our lives, right? A lot of people are still waiting for Jesus to save them, the Pleiadians, all sorts of things, right? Spiritually, we had to really put the effort into changing our own lives, our own realities. It's like real school. People can't do your work for you. What happens when you're in elementary school and you tell someone else to do your test or your homework? You'll get in trouble, right? And that's the same thing here. We always want to save people. When we do that and we go interrupt their karmic lessons, we usually get some type of repercussion, you know, entangled in their mess, some kind of drama on our end. So, you know, no one else can do your assignments for you here. Something I learned on my path. I was always mind blown at that too, right? Like, what? Like, what? So we had to do this journey experience by ourselves. It's part of the problem with relationships. We've been sold on this, a white knight will come save us. A white knight will come save us and fix our lives and make everything perfect for us. Fairy tales. And, you know, so there's a lot of victim mentality that's been drilled into people. Jesus will come save you, the white knight, right? We're always waiting for someone to come save us in our lives. First time watching you. Hi, Rachel. Welcome home. We're like, welcome home. Welcome to my hidden mystery school space. It's very healing for me to talk about what I'm going through in my life. I look at it, like really good doing these videos. I can release a lot, talk about a lot of stuff, process a lot of stuff, right? Talk about the things I'm going through in my life. So I find them very healing for me and everyone else, and it's an opportunity I can share some good energy with you. I'm feeling amazing over here. I was flowing so crazy. I took yesterday off. I was like, I'm not around. Brittany's off-grid today. I would recommend going off-grid. I was like grocery shopping though and getting things done in the Matrix yesterday. Take more self-care during this these shifts this January. We're really getting moved to higher timelines, higher frequencies. I'm seeing a lot of ascension symptoms going around. More water while the sun is coming out. Well, I mean, it's like all like storm clouds, but I mean, there's some light coming out now. I can really gauge the storms and how they're going much better here too. You should have heard the wind here. I was like, does the wind concern you guys? Does this solar wind concern you guys? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's normal here, but it's real windy here. So the winds died down And now it's like the storm is clearing right now. So, but it still could feel a little unsettling or adjustment until like Friday, getting used to the energy as we approach the next eclipse and things like that. Normally we would be resting in a rest phase right now. But like I said, the cycles are changing with what's going on. So your body's probably like, oh, I should be resting right now. Since it's tuned into the energy cycles, whether we're consciously aware of it or not. So you guys might be feeling the need to rest, to integrate after that upgrade we just went through, and we're getting ready for another real serious one, which is exciting to me. So your body is changing, whether you're aware of it or not, on a deep level. Like if you look at me, the video a year ago now, look at the transformation I'm going through, and we all are going through a transformation. So, you know what, the thing is, we want our lives to be changing and our realities to be changing on that same level, kind of, as we're getting upgraded and going through it. So, you know, it requires doing the inner work, detoxing, making better choices, making more conscious decisions, getting rid of toxic people, you know, the same stuff we're always talking about. Also manifesting and putting the energy into your own life and the things that you want to create. Tired, take it easy, listen to your body too. We're, like I said, our body's changing on insane levels from the inside out. We're crystallizing. We're turning from carbon to crystal, which is a much different component. So our bodies are changing crazy. Good, open up. I'm all into this stuff. Any kind of healing, whatever is helping you. Everyone always thinks, you know, everyone should be the same, cheap mentality. Cookie cutter copies, I always say, right? They want cookie cutter gingerbread people. All the same, right? So, you know, what works for me might not work for you. So really just go with whatever's working for you. Chiropractor, I don't know a lot about it, but I'm assuming they snap your back around. Which would move the energy too, right? So if they're snapping your back around, you know, it's a kind of a type of energy work. They probably would be removing and releasing blockages doing this work. I don't know a lot about it. Stick with what works for you. You might want to try acupuncture too, if it's some type of problem like that. I know I made my husband do it, and as much as he cried and hated it, he had some serious energetic blockages. So while he was doing the acupuncture stuff, I was doing like unblocking his chakra energy work. And as much as he hated all the purging that came after it, it really released a lot of those energy blocks. He really should have done another round. I'm reading the comments. So, we're letting go of fear. We're done manifesting the things we don't want. It's real simple. Law of attraction. And I said that also, we also have magic joining our Ascension party. We have magic. Yeah, this energy is automatically making anything we're thinking about instant magic. On every level, these storms that are hitting this planet, it's doing crazy things to the energy. And you know that magic is energy and intent. So it's just basically our thoughts combined with this energy to make it instant magic. We're supposed to be manifesting and creating an entire new world right here in the same place. Good. Her chiropractor does chakras. Amazing. Everyone better. See, the problem is that people in the third dimension are trying to treat medical problems on a third dimensional level. They're only perceiving the physical. They can't perceive the spiritual behind it. So, you know, I'm all about clearly multidimensional healing, which would include your, you know, soul and energetic aspects. I believe that any type of illness, pain, whatever your body's going through is, you know, a spiritually based thing on whatever level. The soul and the mind have powerful effects on the body. Hi, Allie. I can't decide if I'm up late today. I'm probably just being slow, so you're up. I love it. Good. Good morning. We're talking about everything. What's going on in your life? I think I just saw some kind of weird light thing. So I've been seeing glitches, signs you've shifted, right? Could be Ascension symptoms. Your reality might just seem a little bit different. We're approaching that dreamlike vibe this weekend, but I've already been feeling it since the eclipse. I think this eclipse was an amazing thing for us. I'm ready for the next one. And I was feeling so good. Like, I'm still feeling so good from the eclipse, like still feeling it. So it's done good for things for the energy in terms of how we should be feeling. I feel like these storms just amplify whatever's already in you, though, right? So if you're a miserable, depressed person, it could make you more depressed, more miserable. It's just going to bring to the surface whatever's underneath there. So usually I'm in pretty a bliss state anyway. I'm pretty chill states of bliss. So I feel like it's amplifying it. It could act like an amplifier to these eclipses. I think if it's someone else other than yourself with dark entities attached, I always try to either maybe get rid of these people if they're not serving you, would be easier. Clearly people with that kind of stuff going on probably aren't going to ascend with us or be on the same level ever, but you could, if there's someone that needs to be in your life or you feel that way, you could give them chlorella and turmeric. But clearly this is going to take a certain amount of conscious awareness and, facing our own bullshit too. Doing this ascension, so, people are at all different levels here. Yeah, Gail was saying it's hazy yesterday, more dreamlike, and that's my goal, to turn this reality just like the dream state. I want to be doing the same things that we can do there too. We're trying to teleport. I need to be teleporting my weed, right? Doing other kind of things like you can do in the dream realm, but it's becoming more dreamlike because we're losing density so fast. So for me, a lot of times when I go through these ascension shifts, like yesterday, I was feeling extra heavy, extra dense. So you're feeling like you're getting heavier, but trust me, you're losing density. So it's kind of, like I always say, creates an optical illusion effect. So, oh, and I'm going to keep advertising for my class. That's why I'm even on video, right? You guys, we have the Awakening to Ascension group class open again, where we're doing special content, working on the chakras, teaching chakras, other energetic basics, and it's a good collaboration. So I put posts all over Facebook, like, hopefully everyone just saw them. I know though, because I told my husband I don't see his posts, because Facebook likes to limit our content. I don't even see any of his posts, so I'll keep putting it on video too, that if you guys want to do it, you guys just have to send an invite to the group. That's where I'm hanging out too. My page looks exceptionally dead, hopefully, and so I've been in that space a lot too, to get it going. So we're in this Awakening to Ascension class. There's no excuses. We're done with the excuses for 2019. So everyone's like, I can't do it. I never have any money. That's probably why you need this space. So me and Brittany, we're just going to put it everywhere. We do payment plans. We don't really care. There's no excuses why you can't step up and do this stuff. I'll keep putting posts up. We need Allison a payment. We do payment plan on the group. No excuse, meme. And we work on karmic rules anyway, so it's up to everyone else to deal with what they had to do anyway. We don't really care. So that's your responsibility, not even ours to keep track of. I'm not into office work. No excuses this year. No excuses why you can't do this stuff in your own life. No excuses why you can't be living your dream life, creating everything you ever wanted, having the whole universe aligned with you and helping you. A lot of people have a negative outlook about the world and the universe, and they're always thinking everyone's out to get them and everything's so bad. If you think like that, it will be. That's how this reality works. Infinite versions of everything. If you're thinking that the universe is trying to help you and on your side and aligned with you, right, and with you experiencing this, then you can change your entire reality and have it like that. No excuses this year. More detoxing. I'm sick of that too. I get my vitamins real cheap on Amazon. I hear a lot of people say that would be hella expensive to take all those vitamins. It really isn't. I know, because I'm on them. It really isn't. No excuses. They have vitamins. They have everything on the planet on Amazon, number one. Because I've been getting my whole life on there. You guys can look for organic, cheap kind of vitamins. Put in the kind you need. Look organic. Do some digging around. So I know people write ridiculous things like, that's ludicrous. You would recommend these vitamins. They're hella cash. And they really aren't. Get them slowly. Start with a chlorella. Start adding a couple. See how you feel. It's expensive for the whole planet to be sick. That's expensive. For the whole planet to be not only sick, but miserable. A lot of people are not very happy around here. So, that's expensive to me. Good, liver flush. I'm into more herbs, more detoxing, more good foods, right? More high vibe food, you know, just doing better things for our bodies. We were putting a lot of toxic stuff into them when we were asleep. Lots of toxic thoughts, vibrations, right? Foods, whatever, a lot of toxic things. So really just more work on yourself. Treat your body as a temple. You guys know what to do. Eat better foods. No excuses. Look how far I've come in 1 year of work. So we're going to come real far this year, hopefully, because this energy is going to push us into this transformation. So I'm really, really excited. I'm excited for summer and spring, and we can see everyone all lit up in our aura spaces. Right now it's hard to get some sun, right? We'll see everyone all lit up crazy by then in a couple months. So I'm really excited about this transformation and what's kind of ahead of us. More vitamins, anything green, superfood is going to be really good for the heart chakra. So this morning I'm picking out binaural beats real fast for my video, and I put on a crown chakra binaural beat I was going to listen to. I had it on for like a second, and I switched back to 528 hertz binaural beat, which I have on right now. I figure that heart chakra frequencies are better for channeling on, believe it or not, right? So for me anyway, so a lot of our work is heart chakra based. Any kind of like the chlorella, green leafy vegetables, superfoods are going to be really good for the heart chakra. I just read this, my husband put it on his page, and I went and found the article saying that the millennials are narcissists, according to Time magazine. So I go read this article, okay? And they're basically saying that it must be because they taught this generation self-esteem and we refuse to conform. I would fit in that along with another generation, I believe, right? I would have fit in that age gap too when I was born. So, you know what? If anything, the whole planet is becoming that way. They just have more of a focus on that psychological aspect, though. That's why they're doing this research and pointing that out. But you know what? Everyone asleep has a blocked heart chakra. Everyone asleep, like on whatever level. So, you know, the first step after our awakening is to expand and work on our heart chakra, opening it, you know, allowing access to the higher chakras on whatever level. More heart chakra work. We have a lot of collective pain that we face. A lot of collective pain. We don't realize that when one person hurts here, we all hurt. So there's a lot of collective pain going on where people are at, that we're always absorbing, that are affecting the entire planet's frequency. The planet would have a frequency, right? Just as we have a frequency. The whole planet has its own frequency too. So it's going to affect us living here with what's going on collectively. I moved to the United Kingdom so I could be on heart chakra frequencies of the earth, because I knew that's what I needed to do for my healing path. So I spent a lot of time, you know, clearly in California, grounding and getting zenned out and working on my root chakra. And then I was ready to come work on my heart chakra some more over here, being in these frequencies, which really helps too. Yeah, generational gaslighting. They say that millennials are on their phone and that's why they think they're narcissistic. I told my husband I'm on my phone trying to save the planet, right? Empath interaction. I want to be at home, but trying to make a difference online as an activist, right? I was like, they probably didn't point that out, that we're the generation of light workers. A lot of people are on their phone too, using them to connect to people. I think everyone's on their phone all the time, not just one generation. When I'm out in the Matrix, it doesn't seem like that. It seems like everyone is. Kids too, grown-ups, grandma. Yes, start the vitamins. You cannot. I am horrified at that because I can tell my husband, because I buy the vitamins, and when his bottles of vitamins aren't gone, he's clearly not taking them. So it's concerning to me when I see people trying to ascend not taking chlorella, like on whatever level, because this has a lot of physical component. You'll notice by the ascension symptoms that you're going to see on and off doing this ascension that come with your little level ups. So it really helps. It helps me handle the energy a lot better. It has a lot of really like just total body effects taking that. I see lots of excuses. I had to make a whole group because I got sick of people telling people to take chlorella. So we made the detoxing from the Matrix group, and then I, got everyone on the vitamins, and then it became apparent I had new people coming to me that weren't taking them. So I try to put a big focus on take the vitamins. It'll heal so much. We're trying to replenish our life force energy. It was draining to go through the Matrix, believe it or not. Very depleting, very draining until we wake up. So we really have to do a lot of work with our, you know, chi energy, our life force energy, and building it back up too with our sacral. A lot of those vitamins are real good for your energy and your sacral. Good. I'm manifesting, you guys. I'm doing Reiki. Like I said, payment plans. There's no excuses. I want to try to get a lot of people on their Reiki path too. I'm amazed at people that have been my students for a while. A lot in the admin chat too, right? And I'm watching these people like, I'm ready to go do my mission, getting on their mission, setting it up. And you know what? If you want to be a healer or a teacher or a light worker in some capacity and to help, the universe will put you right to work. The universe will send you people to help, and the universe will really put you on your path. It's where we're headed though. We're supposed to learn how to wake up and get back to service. We're here to help. We're here to assist in some way, whatever way. So we're going to see this year be huge for people's light worker missions and people building them. You know, I thought I had a good start with my mission, but I'm clearly rebuilding from ground zero with my mission again once I got to the UK, right? And I had already been on my mission a while. So we're really rebuilding our missions this year. Building, rebuilding, focusing on them huge. So we're going to have to shift to service this year. Yes, some type of way. Doesn't mean you're supposed to go save people and do their lessons for them, though. That people get confused, right? We're not allowed to interfere with people's lessons. We can give them advice and energetic assistance. We're not allowed to get involved in their lessons to try to save them, you know, in ways like that. We're not allowed to insert ourselves in their lessons. We're here for energetic assistance on whatever level. A lot of people get upset with me when they come to me and they expect me to save them or do their lessons for them, and I'm telling them, you know, I'm doing something really good for you, sending you Reiki and energetic assistance, right? It's probably the best thing you can do for someone is to send them Reiki, to put your focus on them, to put your energy into them. So about our class space, it's Awakening to Ascension. I wanted to go check what groups we have linked to our current pages and groups, but Facebook won't let me. Maybe Brittany can later, another admin or Allie. When I go to check that section on my phone, it freezes and I can't get in it to make sure they're like linked or whatever, because I have no idea what's even up there. But you guys just send an invite to the group. We got instructions everywhere. We're doing homework. You'll need a journal. We're basically just doing gratitude journaling right now, but it's very powerful in reprogramming your brain. So they say that if you wake up and you think of 3 things you're grateful for every day, it will actually rewire your brain, creating new pathways. The pathways in your brain coincide with the pathways in our reality and our probabilities too. So just being in gratitude, you're creating new probabilities for yourself and your path here. It's powerful. Okay, I'm getting off here. I'm just really slacking off because I don't want to do my video. I'm getting off of here. Me and Sherry are going to get in mission mode. So we're real excited about this space. I'm getting ready to do London too with the, you know, blood moon. I did see many Christian prophecies coming out predicting the end of the world on that day, which pleases me. I was explaining to my husband that every time there's a blood moon with that Christian programming that they start to say it's the end of the world and end times and Armageddon's going to happen or whatever, and they have all the fun prophecies come out. I'm hoping it wakes up some of those people in that frame of thinking though, because I remember when I was asleep and seeing the blood moons and I'm like, whoa, what's going on here astrologically? And it was kind of like a wake-up call. So we can look at this eclipse like an alarm clock. It's going to get real loud for people that are ignoring their calling to awaken. So the alarm clock's getting louder and louder. So I'm real excited about that crazy energy. I'm going to do some kind of activation in our Awakening to Ascension class space, which was much different than the one I'm doing on my site. So it's much different. But I'm going to go on that note and go do cards.